Hello and welcome to Wednesday's Words of Worship. In the book of Acts, chapter 12, there's a remarkable story of Peter's miraculous escape from prison. King Herod had arrested and put to death some followers of Jesus, and because this pleased some of the Jewish leaders, he proceeded to seize Peter too. After arresting Peter, Herod put him in prison, where he was to be guarded by 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. Now, I really love what it says in verse 5 of chapter 12. It says, "So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying to God for him." Now, if you're familiar with the story, you know that an angel of the Lord came to Peter in jail. His chains fell off of his wrists and his feet. The angel tells him to get up, get dressed, let's get going, and leads him out of the prison and out of the city. Peter then goes to Mary's house. And when he knocks on the door, a servant girl answers the door. And she recognizes Peter's voice. And she is so excited that she runs into the house to tell everyone else and forgets to let Peter in the house. Now, interestingly, when she tells everyone else that Peter is at the door, they don't believe her. The Bible says that they tell her, "You're out of your mind." But Peter kept knocking, and finally they opened the door. And they saw that it was him. And in verse 16, it says, they were astonished. Now, a couple things that I think we can learn from this passage. First, we need to be praying Christians. Like it says in verse 5, the church was earnestly praying to God for him. We need to remember to pray. And we need to remember who it is that we're praying to. The God and the creator of the universe. And secondly, we need to be expectant of how God may answer. They were praying for Peter's well-being and his possible release, and when it happened, they didn't believe it. The Bible says that they saw him and they were astonished. Now, we're praying to a mighty God who is all-powerful, and we should not be astonished when we see him move and answer our prayers. Maybe we'll be surprised at the way God may answer, but we should be expectant and humbly thankful that we have a God who hears and answers our prayers. Maybe you've been praying for something for a long time and haven't seen God move yet. Continue to seek God's will regarding what you're praying for, and continue to pray and continue to look for God to work on your behalf. I hope this week that you will have some refreshing and rewarding time with God in prayer. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again next week.